Okay, it's an XJ-S. I bought it in 1996, 1993, classic. And I just bought it, just was such a beautiful car. And so I got it and drove it for decades. And then recently I sold my house because I was getting ready for retirement in South Georgia. And so I didn't have a place to put it. So the landlord that owns our place here said, just keep it back here somewhere. I said, okay. And so I did. So didn't think anything about it. Next thing you know, I got I smelled some smoke and ran back here, and it wouldn't have cranked anyway because I didn't have any really any insurance on it because I hadn't driven it in a year or two. That was my retirement project. And so what I did was, as soon as I got close to it, I'm like, it doesn't matter if I couldn't crank it anyway, it's not going anywhere. It was too hot. Right. It was just so quick. And next thing I know, it was gone. And so this side survived pretty good, but the other side, as you can see, got a nice beam on it. And I'm like, I'm pretty strong, but I ain't that strong. Right. Didn't have my gloves on, and it was too hot. So it was out, my dad had a car dealership, and he loved classic cars. And he told me, he says, we're going to auction. So I went with him and just happened to stand out, and it was just so pretty. And I mean, just everything about it looked good. And I said, you know what? I'm buying that car. So I paid cash for it at the auction, didn't plan on it, drove it up. And for years and years, drove it through Florida, down the back, and just, it was so unique. And so many people going down the road and go, hey, beep, beep, like that, how much you want for your car? I said, I'm not selling it. And so I did in all those years and held on to it as just a nostalgic reminder of the good old days. Right. And so I had planned on restoring it. I had somebody down south at my farm in South Georgia that was going to take care of it and redo it. And so from there, it was just always just a vintage piece of the past. And so because I didn't see many of them anymore, and the ones you saw were really not that pretty, but this one was real pretty. So I decided to keep it, and I was just fixing to ship it down 2 weeks ago, put it off, and you don't expect this kind of thing. And so that was it. What I'm going to do, if you know anybody out there that wants a nice Jaguar, they have the wherewithal to fix it. And this is beyond the scope of my guy because it's body work and everything else involved. But if you know anybody out there, I'm willing to let it go and make an offer, whatever. But I'll probably get another one of that class. The problem is now you're going to pay 4 or 5 times more for it because it did go classic, in that period of time that I forgot. You can probably tell me what year, but so anybody out there that needs one, a lot of work to be done. It can be redone, but when it's fixed up, it's pretty cool. Just my gym number, 40 years at Body by George here, but I can tell you this: when it's fixed up, and I've got pictures, they need it. It was really, really beautiful car that everybody going down, like I told you, would turn their head and go, "What is that? What year is that?" Things like that. Yeah. And in its day, it was really something special. It had to be towed. Matter of fact, we're not supposed to go in there yet because it's still a crime scene. Okay. Because there was a vagrant in there that we feel like started the fire, cooking something or a match or smoking or something. So it's still a crime scene. I can't move it. But when it's time, we'll take that off. It's got to sit here, take that off, and if somebody wants it, then maybe an offer. We'll let them have it. But it's from the ground up. But would like if somebody does have the wherewithal to take a project like that, and then they're welcome to, whatever. I'd be very interested. It was tragic, and like I say, even if I had the running ready to go, I couldn't have reached it in time. Yeah. And so the fact that it didn't crank, I was like, well, guess what? I'm going to lose this one. Yeah. But so right now, that's where it stands. And other than that, that's it.